Hi everyone, I'm back for part 3 of my do-it-yourself little upcycled jumper. I did a little bit during the week on this flower, made a lazy daisy flower with a French knot in the middle, and I'm just going to show you what I've been doing here. So I did a little bit. I've been using my Shishiko threads and I've rolled them into balls. It probably stretches, technically it probably stretches the cotton a little bit, but it's available to me on the spot once it's rolled up, because honestly if you're trying to get it off your skein and it gets knotted up, you lose the plot. So anyway, this is what I've been doing for the little flowers here. I've just done a running stitch all the way around the inner circle and the outer circle. There's actually a little line here. I'm not sure if you can see it. I've fixed my camera so that I'm not off camera like I was a lot of the last video. You'd think after about, what is it, 4 years now of making YouTube videos that I wouldn't have such a problem. But anyway, we'll move right along. So I am basically just weaving from middle to outer around every stitch that I've made. And if you want to, when you get to this corner of the point, you could do a little double thread if you want. Up to you. Hope everyone's having a good week. It's been very cold in Melbourne. Very, very cold. Now, I haven't had a problem going around the outside, but I'm just going to have a look how this one looks in terms of whether it's keeping it rounded enough. Yeah, I think it is. I'm okay. I'm happy with that. Also, the other thing is, if you're finding your threads a little bit tight, you can use the back of your needle to come in under. Okay, I'm back and I've used a bit of this Appleton's, so this colour of the Appleton's wool, and I've done some little messy French knots throughout those hanging bits, and I've just started to do a little, just a patch of leaves really, and I'll just show you how I've done it. This is a little bit harder to get through because the wool's easy, but this bit of material's just a tighter weave. So I've just done a stalk. Just done it with a back stitch. And I've come in under and just created a triple stitch to show you. Probably came up a little bit further than I needed to on that outer one. So like this. So I've created 3 next to each other, and now I'm doing the point at the top. And I'm just coming down to in under that outer stitch on this side. Coming back to the point. Probably could have gone up and come out under there, but it's sort of easier to go in under like that. And back to the point again. And then in in between one or the other side of that middle one, so you're filling in the middle. Now what I've done, it's pulling this material a bit tight, but what I've done is come in at the base and then I've basically done a chain stitch around the outside, and let me just get this thread out the way. If you're holding it well enough, it will actually sit down around the outside, and then you can pull it through and cast it off. Now, like I said, I don't want to overkill on this jumper, so this is going to be it, but I just had one little thought whether or not a little berry or two or something might be nice here. So this one will fit the shishiko thread, I think. So I'm just looking at this and thinking I might like to add a little bit of the orange or the yellow in. Whether I just do just a little berry or something like that. So I'm keeping the theme of the French knots going and recognizing I've totally changed my theme from the idea that it was all going to be mostly the dark blue and this sort of dark purple and that little coral pink. Completely changed it when I started to use the orange and yellow variegated shishiko thread. I don't think it matters. It's that's it. It's part of the creative journey, is to sometimes just part of the creative journey is to sometimes change midstream, and that's okay. We love it. Yeah, so I don't mind that. It's adding a little bit more interest to the leaves. I'm probably getting off camera again. Dearie me. And just one or two over on this side. Actually, they in fact, they kind of almost look like they're the base of a flower. So I'm going to follow a little gut instinct, do one more of these, because I do like my pistol stitch. I'm going to come up here. Just come in there. So I'm just doing a little stitch up, then a pistol stitch. I just do two, I think. 1, 2 threads. Put it where I want it to be. I'm just making sure of holding that thread a bit tight so I can get in a couple of these. So they've gone from being leaves to being more like flower buds. The muse is working. This is definitely Definitely a harder material to stitch through. I'm glad I got a smaller needle than the one I was using for the wall though. Oh, I like this now. Maybe the berries don't make sense. Oh. I love the variegation. It really is, it adds such a lovely blend of colours. Just a shorter baby one. Okay, all right, I'm happier with that. That makes more sense to me now, the way it looks. Cute. Okay, I am going to cast off, and now I'm going to consider that this is completed. All right, so here we have the cuff. We have just one little patch down here, and we have a couple of visible stitching. Okay, so I'm considering this as the end of the series. I don't want to overkill it, as I've already said. I may in fact wear it for a few days and see how it feels, what I like, and then maybe I might add to it. I don't know, but I want to finish the video series anyway. But that's where we're at. So I hope you've enjoyed this little series. It's a little off the cuff series from my other bits and pieces, and thanks for coming along for the ride, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.